10 minutes of calm. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at humility. And humility is such a beautiful concept, and it's critical, I think, for the spiritual life in so many ways. We just simply have to have this deep humility, or else where is there going to be any space for God to enter into our lives? And I know, working with people, like if there's no space for God, it's awfully hard to think that there's space for change. I think space for God and space for change go absolutely hand in hand. So thank you for joining us today. And let's go ahead and get started and think through this a little bit together. So I think with humility, there's kind of two forms, and we can see that again in Christian New Church theology talks about there's a humility of the intellect and there's humility of the heart. And the humility of the intellect, it's humility knows, oh, we don't have it all figured out, and it's that intellectual thing. It's an intellectual curiosity, and those kind of people are really fun to be around. They tend to be very energizing. They tend to, be constantly thinking through, like, well, wait, what if we did this, or what if we did this, or what if we turned it this way, or what if we turned it that way, or what if we looked at it like this, or what if we looked at it like this? Lots of intellectual curiosity and almost a fervor, to discover better ways. And that's a beautiful thing to be around. And what I want to talk about is sort of humility of the heart, and kind of where that humility of the heart might grow from and how it might look. This is where it might grow from. This is just an idea, and this is from the book Secrets of Heaven 597. It says to them, and here it's talking sort of people who are deeply spiritual, angels, etc. Love was the most important element of faith. It was through love that the Lord enabled them to perceive everything to belonging to faith. And so faith to them was love, as already stated. So it's this beautiful concept that when we take a certain spiritual approach, that love really will become center. And that love, this is so important, that love then will create its own wisdom. And it's a faith that's based in our heart. It's a faith that's based in our heart. And I love that idea that everything that belongs, like all the intellectual parts, all the understandings of God, all that, it's all coming out of love. And love is giving us the way to see it. It's giving us the eyes through which we see others, and we see the world, and we see those intellectual beliefs. And again, you can see where the two are connected. And thinking about people who really have that humility of their heart. And I think what are the conditions of humility heart? Like, how do we really have a humble heart? I think it's where the edges are soft, and I think the primary thing, friends, is empathy, because the heart bit, what would be the right way to say it? Like a lot of the time, if we stay up here with intellectual humility, which is a beautiful thing, wonderful thing, we can hold that all the solutions then are intellectual. All the solutions to life's problems are somehow a better system up here. And is that true a lot of the time? Absolutely. And yet we can go a little deeper. A humility of the heart says, oh, solutions, we look at solutions up here. And at the same time, we have to be ever cognizant of solutions here at the heart. And that's so important with human relations. You think how many people struggle. And it's not because of an intellectual thing. It's because they don't feel seen, or they don't feel loved, or they don't feel cared for, or they just don't have that thing, that heart piece. And that's where, again, like for us relating to people like that humble heart, where we're not going to allow the solution to just sit up here in intellectual stuff. We're going to have a humble heart that's going to allow there to be space. See if I can get this out correctly. Allow there to be space for those solutions to kind of slowly transfer down into a deeper form of life, deeper form of heart, and we can start to see the problem there. We start to see it there. We go really to the root causes of things. We're not up here with sort of the intellectual manifestations. We're down here at the very roots, which is our loves, what we love, where we feel that we don't have love, all those things there. And what that takes is it takes empathy. And when I was writing up today, I thought, oh, empathy is such a I don't know. It's like it's this word that we use a lot, but it seems like it doesn't have the gravitas that it's supposed to. I wish there was a word with more gravitas to it, because empathy is so important. It's super critical to be able to really see the world someone else sees it, and not see it intellectually all the time, but to really see, like, what is their heart? How is their heart pushing them outward? How seeing them at their very, very heart level, because that's where the foundations start to shift, and that's where the roots start to shift. And if we can shift, you use a building analogy, the foundation, we build a stronger foundation, stronger roots, whatever you want to say, it will lead to different kinds of growth later on. and much more fruitful way to see the world. All in all. So that's what we need to think about today, friends. Is really think about just taking a breath, and you're going to have a problem today, right? There's going to be something, and it may need a little bit of intellectual humility, like, I wonder how we can solve that, thinking of a computer program almost. And then also allow there to be space, because there'll probably be more than just one opportunity there. Allow there to be space to also have it at the heart level, where you're really thinking, oh, let's not just leave the solution up here as an intellectual construct. Let's really look at the solution. Let's really look at what's going on underneath the hood at the heart level, and really start to take a look there and see how that starts to look in life, and see what solutions then can come out of that. So intellectual stuff is great. Look at that when you're facing problems today. But also try to get to the heart of the matter. Try to get to the heart of the matter, particularly in your relationships, to really see what's going on. Do that with empathy, not with agenda. Empathy means we're able to walk a mile in their shoes. That's what we want to be able to do. Do the best you can to do that. So I hope that makes sense, dear friends. And what we're going to do now is we're going to shift gears into our little meditation. Again, today I am in meetings starting El Pronto, so I'm going to do the meditation, and then we'll be responding to comments throughout the day. So please feel free to leave a comment, and when you do, we will give you a written response later today. So with that, dear friends, let's get a little breath and the prayer bow. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I. Be still and know that. Be still and know. Be still and. Be still. Be. Our Father, who art in the heavens, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in heaven, so upon the earth. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you, bring you peace, and bring you home. Amen. All right, dear friends, God bless, and we will see you tomorrow here on 10 Minutes of Morning Calm. Bye-bye.